Hello world, Patricia O'Connor here, and a nappy Frida Reba Darcy. And today it's quite warm. The sun's been out and shining for most of the day. We got a little bit of rain last night or this morning, and I believe that is the last of it. What that last little storm is supposed to bring to us is wind and some cooler temperatures. I haven't seen it. In fact, some weather reports are calling for winds that are going to be fairly high. Could start this afternoon. We'll see if that happens. But then also, they were saying that this was a cold front. It doesn't feel any different to me temperature-wise. I don't know whether or not that's hadn't gotten here yet, and I'm just being snarky about it. But there's the potential for us to have a few chilly days. They've even said 30s in some areas. Color me skeptical. I mean, it is January. It has the option of doing that. Just basically, this is going to be a short. I'm going to take a minute and catch up with how our trees are looking. These are our bald cypresses. I'm just kind of slowly scanning these guys. I think I feel like everything on here is starting to wake up a little. I see buds, like I was saying earlier. I see buds on my Trident Maples. I see buds on my drawn redwood. I'm also glad to see buds on my drawn redwood. I was worried about how much water it had gotten. Some of my pines are still showing a little bit of yellow from all the water that we ended up with. But as it was said, somebody went, I appreciate your diligence. That was Jay, said, I appreciate your diligence on the watering. Yeah, I would say diligent was a good word for what that was. Everybody got watered today because of our rain. Also, the ability of this tree to dry out in between waterings is a little more than I can take. It hasn't really started showing me any signs of overwatering yet, which is what I think will eventually happen whenever this guy dries out and is good to go. Again, this guy is still going to be wet because of the sock and the shrink wrap and all that stuff. It was an experiment. I did that with the intention of leaving that on there till probably June or July. I don't think the tree looks particularly nice with all of that wrap and shrink wrap and nylon and rubber wrap. So no, I don't think that's attractive. I just thought it was probably necessary to try to hold the substrate in place. I don't know. In fact, actually, I do know. I'm going to remove this today. If whenever I water the tree, I start losing all that moss that I put on there, I've got the rest of that bag of moss. We'll get more. Yeah, I work at a hardware store that has a nursery. That's to me is the actual solution, rather than potentially create a watering problem for myself and or a drainage problem for myself and or an oxygen transfer problem for this tree. I'm just gonna bite the bullet early and get it out of that ugly thing. There, I said it. Everybody got their treatments earlier in the week for their systemic. So next week we will do one more of those again just to make sure it's in there. But having said that, one way or another, we are pretty much good to go for that. Everybody is, everybody should be good to go on that. This is another quick look at how the Trident Maple came out and the root work I did on that guy, and that is our prune work that we did on that. We cut off anything sticking up, anything sticking down, anything going back, and we just cut everything that was elongated out. We cut everything back. So we'll slowly build it while we decide what we're going to do with the rest of it. It might be that I should not go doing a whole lot of crazy stuff to that tree that's going to basically take 10 or 12 years to get over, 10 or 15 years to get over. Build a big canopy, change the pot that's the thing. I don't really like the pot, and I don't really like this root, but I haven't repotted this tree since I've gotten it. So at some point I'll be able to do something about both of those things, probably in the same day. Our oaks are looking good, as they should. And I'm going to do a little kind of a fly in here on Franken Pine. And that is how we came out on Franken Pine. Are you shooting? Yeah, there we go. There it is. So I like the predominant root running downhill there. I like the angle that it's now coming out going this way, and then it folds and comes back and does all that neat stuff. I believe that helped the tree an awful lot and put it on a path to cool like nobody's business. There, I said it. So yeah, this is going to be a short. There is a look at our show hen bald cypress. Is it just me, or did that base get a lot fatter this winter? I don't think it's just me. I think the base got quite a bit fatter. And then while we're looking at things that are twisty and curvy and all of that, this is the first cascade, I think, that I've ever attempted to do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And I've got those little Cheerio bins in it, I call them. That's where I wrap the wire around the trunk and then wrap the trunk around a chopstick, like the trunk was a piece of wire, and then folded it. So yeah, that's a little look at everybody. This summer, what I would like to do is replace all of my cookie sheets and tinware for some porcelain trays or something that is glazed and attractive. I could make that look a little bit more like a little bonsai setting rather than a bunch of cute trees in a tin. So I'm going to be on the lookout for that. And as I said earlier, I'm holding off on ordering any more pines currently until our weather gets a little bit more, until I don't have to worry about them drowning or going out in the weather and getting them in the rain or something. But we're still going to do that. We're going to increase our pines by a few, and that's just more that's going on, and that's just where we're at. This is just a little quick look. Since we had done work to this tree in the last couple of weeks, and this tree, and we had pruned back some of our other trees, and then we did all that, I thought this would be a good time in good weather and warm weather and good light. And I believe all of our equipment is showing that all of the equipment is back up to snuff. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do a short right quick. Thank you guys so much for watching. As I always say, I appreciate you, and Frida appreciates you. And we'll probably do some little project tonight. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching.